All right, Shalom. For the first, I want to give our praise, glory, and honor to you. How about Shem Shai, about Shem Hakab, Kadash, Bakathum. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and to all the documents across the globe, pushing the word of truth and sincerity. I want to say Shalom. So I die now from the great millstone camp of Chicago with another lesson. Basically, what I'm going today is cause and effect. All right, and I'm giving an example of cause and effect because we gotta understand that the decisions we make all have an effect to it, all have an outcome to them. All right, so we got to be wise and make decisions so we can have a desirable outcome after those decisions. Now, sometimes you gotta make a right decision, and things still may go wrong. Okay, say like you might have a flat tire, right? Well, you change your tire, okay, which is the right decision to do, but now your wheel alignment is off. So yes, it's the right thing to change your tire, but now your car's unbalanced and your wheel alignment is off. So the point being, I want to make this on the lesson about just basically cause and effect. All right, and how our decisions affect the outcome. All right. So this is the definition of cause. Well, this is an example of cause and effect. Cause and effect is the relationship. It's like a cause and effect relationship is with something that makes something else happen. In other words, the cause creates the effect. All right, just like how we went off, that was the cause. The effect was put in captivity and being under the curses. Right. So cause and effect relationships are also found in stories. For example, if May is late to school, she might lose recess time. All right. So our cause and effect, man, is based on our decisions, man. All right. And we got to make right decisions. And this is basic, not basic. This is a lesson for myself. All right, because I do majority of my lessons about me, because I'm a piece of shit. All right, and I gotta make better decisions. And I think that if I'm going through these things, other brothers are going through it. Also, which allows me to prompt me through the spirit to make these type of lessons. All right. So I'm gonna get into a couple of precepts, and Lord willing, this is edifying. All right, this is Sirach. Sirach 42. This Sirach 42 and 24. It says, all things are double, one against another, and he had made nothing imperfect. All right? So, our decisions are set against each other, there's a balance. All right, there's a perfect balance. There's a balance that's necessary in order to maintain order. Okay? So when we're making decisions, we should be able to foresee the outcome of those decisions. Yesterday was the Shabbat, going into today. And a girl, all right, the Shabbat started a little bit after 5. A girl may call you over at 3:30 or 2 o'clock and wants you to hang out. Well, you know that there's a good chance that you're going to be going into the Shabbat dealing, still with the girl, You may or may not, but this is just an example. Right? This has happened to me a number of times, and I know it happened to brothers numerous times. Okay? Well, you would know that, okay, I can go deal with her, right? Once I go deal, I can go see her because I ain't the Shabbat. All right? But you also got to think about, what if it goes longer? The temptation gets greater and greater. All right? And you just may be over there after the Shabbat. And we don't want to put ourselves in situations to where one decision leads to another bad decision. Because it's not a bad decision. Well, it's not going off to go see her. but it would not be wise. And this is something that I battled yesterday. And the Lord always gives you a way out, man. But say all things are double one against another. They made nothing imperfect. All right, we don't want to be doing something knowing that say like you're down to your last couple of bucks, and the brother's going out. Well, if you go out with the brothers and spend your last couple of bucks, you're not gonna have money for your bus card or for an emergency that happens. All right, so things are always set against each other, man. All right, Sirach 5 and 7. Sirach 5 and 7, it says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of Yahweh come forth, and thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance. All right, so it says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. Put not off from day to day. All right. That say like you're a farmer, right? And like nowadays we got the weather forecast, we're able to see 5-7 days ahead of time. So if you're a farmer and you got one day of sunshine to plow the field, and the rest of the day is going to be raining, and you know this, right? But instead of plowing your field, you want to go to the beach. Well, there's a good chance it's going to rain the next 4 or 5 days, and they're going to put your crop off. It's going to throw you off far as harvest, man. All right, so we don't want to be putting things off from day to day. All right, like it said to put it off from day to day, but suddenly wrath was coming upon you from the Lord. If you put off from doing things that you need to be doing, all right, the outcome of that could be detrimental to you. All right, you might be like, okay, you might have a little bit of gas in your car and be like, well, I can make it home and I'm gonna get gas in the morning. Well, for some odd reason, you really, you're confident in that. I've driven like this before, but this day you're not running out of gas. See, being men of the Lord, we gotta have foresight. Okay, we can't be in the spirit of I'll do it later, or I'm going to ignore this. All right. This is Proverbs 22. Let me go to the blue letter. Come on, blue letter. All right. This is Proverbs. Let's see. Proverbs 22 and 3. So the prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. For the simple, it says, it's like a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. But the simple pass on and are punished. All right? So being men of the Lord, let's look at that word prudent first. Salakia. All right? This is we gotta make better decisions. We gotta start being more spiritual in our decision making. Come on, blue letter. All right, prudent. It says subtle, crude, or shrewd, crafty, sly, sensible. All right. So we got to be sensible in seeing the evil. All right. You know that if excuse me. All right, you know that if um you're just now starting to work out and you're working out with a mighty man or something, and he like, well, he may throw some weight on there that he may think you could lift, but in your head, like, man, I can't lift that. But because of your pride, you get up under there and the weight gets stuck on your chin. Well, a prudent man, a sensible man would look at that and be like, no, I've never lifted that much. Or no, let's start with start with a lesser weight, so I may be able to lift it. Okay, now, we got to be able to see things, see things visually in our head by the actions and decisions that we make. All right, like if you're say like, okay, you've been drinking and you get in the car, you gotta foresee that you can get in an accident, that you can get arrested, or cause bodily harm to yourself or somebody. See, it's all about not only examining at the moment, but the future, so to speak, too. Are we not prophets? Okay. Shouldn't we know the things that could entail by making bad decisions? All right. The Proverbs. What's like it? Proverbs 29. You know what I wanted? No, hold off on that. Get Proverbs 14. Proverbs 14 and 15, it says, the simple believeth every word, but a prudent man looketh well to his going. All right? So we want to be naive. Hey, look, and also, too, all right, we don't want to be always, we don't want to be impulsive. All right? We don't want to start to believe that we're always right, that the decisions that you make are always right, that you can't take counsel. Scripture talk about how a man's mind tell him more than 7 watchmen. All right, and that can go both ways. That can go for nobody knows yourself better than you, and it also goes into you got an attitude to where ain't nobody right but you. Okay, so if you know something, something is not fully functional. You know if like, all right, like, say like you're at the job and the machine is not working right, but the boss will tell you, go ahead, take the safety guard off and just go ahead and run it. Just be careful. Oh, that's not wise. Okay, the wise thing to do would be to respectfully decline, due to safety issues. All right, but we got to foresee things that could probably happen. All right. This is something that's very it seems like a small matter, but hey, the decisions we make affect the body, man. All right. This is Sirach. It's all about cause and effect. All right. This is Sirach 31:9. This is Sirach 31:19. A very little is sufficient for a man well nurtured, and he fetches not his wind short upon his bed. All right. A person in good health, man, is not going to be not going to have heavy, like you got them, sometimes you got somebody who is a heavy breather. I know my brother-in-law, He was a very heavy breather, man. And he was not a well-nurtured man. All right. We want to be we want to eat as healthy as possible. We know it's all GMOs, but we got to be mindful what we put in our body. This goes for me too, because I'm a diabetic. So I got to be very mindful of what I put in my body, because if I don't, my feet get to tingling, my eyes get blurry, my sugar gets high. All right, so we got to be understanding in that too, foreseeing the outcome of our decisions. About me eating too much candy or sugar or starches, Verse 20, it says, sound sleep cometh of moderate eating. He riseth early, and his wits are with him. But the pain of watching and choler and pains of the belly are with an unsatiable man. All right. So if you're in a pretty good balance with your eating habits and you're exercising and you're trying to be in good shape, you're gonna go to bed early, you're gonna get up early, you're gonna have a sound mind, you're gonna feel good, you're gonna want to work. But the pain of watching and choler and pains of the belly are with an unsatiable man. All right? And that unsatiable means unsatisfied. All right? We don't want to be unsatiable. All right? So it's the cause and effect. All right? It says, that was it on that. All right? Look at the Sirach. Sirach 5:15, it said, be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. Right? We can't ignore signs that the Lord has given us. Those small signs can lead to big problems, man. We gotta know what's good for our life, what's evil for our life, and get ourselves over to it. Us being ignorant in a small matter or great will cause you to disregard a number of things, man. The brother put up a video the other day, and the brother just called me today. He said, now if you gotta be at work at 6 a.m, it probably wouldn't be wise to be out all night drinking or gambling or partying. Why? Because it can cause you to oversleep. That oversleep could cause you to try to rush to get to work. That can cause you to get a speeding ticket, an accident, or it can cause you to lose your job. All right, because we gotta start practicing the things that are beneficial to us. That's exercising discernment, exercising prudence, and foresight. This is Sirach 32:18. It says, a man of counsel will be considerate, but a strange and proud man is not daunted with fear. Even he himself he have done without counsel. Right? So we gotta have counsel and be considerate of the counsel that we're being given. All right, listening is a very big part of this truth. All right, we don't want to be going in the way to where, oh, that's okay, I can do it, or it'll make it, or it's not a big problem. When all actuality, you're not seeing what can further happen if you ignore these counsel or ignore these small matters, man. So, but a strange and a proud man is not daunted with fear. Right, man. All right. You may I have a girl or meet a girl and she lives in the worst neighborhood, and you hang out and she wants you to pick her up, after dark and meet her in the building and come knock on her door. No. All right, that wouldn't be wise to do. All right, it wouldn't be wise to put yourself in harm's way. All right, or to put yourself in a situation knowing that the outcome could possibly be harmful for you, man. 19 said, "Do nothing without advice. Without one is done, repent not." It says, "Go not in a way where thou mayest fall, and stumble not among the stones." I know, like for me, like I get angry. I get angry at times, and I'll go do some stuff that's not wise, man. Then when I get there, the police are being called, and we're arguing, and things could really escalate by you going in a way where you're gonna fall, man. Knowing that you're angry, knowing that you're hot, I'm up under the collar, knowing that if you go see her right now, that there's a potential for violence, there's a potential for incarceration. Okay, so to be not confident in a plain way, man. Hey, don't always think that you're always right, man. Don't think that you always can handle it. All right, because the cause and effect of things is very real. All right, it's Sirach. Sirach 19 and 1 is the laboring man that is given to drunkenness shall not be rich. He that contemneth small things shall fall little by little. That's a cause and effect. Look at that word contemneth. I think it means disregard. Con. This is it says treat or regard with contempt. Let's look at the word contempt. I know it's where it came. I should just did that. It says contempt definition. It says the feeling that a person or a thing is beneath consideration, worthless or deserving. So that's how you so that's the attitude you take when brothers are giving you counsel, man. You're feeling that person is beneath consideration. You're considering that you feel that the brother counsel is not worthy of your not worthy of you hearkening into, man. You don't take. Hey, look, there's been a lot of times where brothers don't take counsel, and what happens, man? You end up costing yourself. You end up costing the brotherhood. All right. Hey, it's not a small thing to not have your blinker lights working. All right. It's not a small thing not to brush your hair and brush your teeth, because the effect is bad breath, loose teeth, cavities. It's not a small thing not taking out the garbage. It's not a small thing not getting up and getting to work on time, man. All right, it's not a small thing to not wanting to fight for something that's going to benefit you in the long run, man. All right, because my old man used to say, if you quit now, you're always going to quit. Man, let's get this real quick. Come on, man. It says, a sinful man will not be reproved, or find out an excuse according to his will. Right? We don't want to be finding excuses, man. All right? We want to take the counsel, the correction, the reproof. Because look, a lot of times you tell a brother, an idea or a plan that you may want to do or something that you may want to do, right? And the brother will give you some counsel and you condemn it, or you disregard it, you don't take in consideration, but you make an excuse. Or I did it before, so I could do it again. These things will cause you to fall and cause you cause you to be in situations that you need not have been in, man. Cause and effect. One decision affects another, man. All right? 1 Corinthians 12 and 26. I'm going to end it on this. 1 Corinthians 12 and 26. And whether one member suffer, all the members suffer with it. Or one member be honored, all the members rejoice with it. All right? We get the cause and effect of your decision, all right, may affect the brotherhood, man. Now, brother got to come bail you out. Now, brother got to come and try to make things whole again for you because of a poor decision. All right, life is based on cause and effect. All right, our captivity, our whole reason why we're here is based on cause and effect. Our decision led to the effect of us being here, man. To us being here, having to make these sit downs and lessons, because we're not gonna be doing this in the kingdom. All right, we gotta be more proactive and diligent and foreseeing the outcome of things, man. Are we not visionaries? Okay, and we're supposed to be able to see these things coming, man. Or at least take into consideration the things that can happen based on decisions, man. With that, I'm going to say shalom.